Hi, my name is Casey, and today I'm going to introduce you to my step-by-step guide to get anxiety free. Now, I've experienced my fair share of anxiety. It became a huge part of my life. See, I suffered from a lot of financial stress throughout my life. I always felt like I didn't have enough, and I always felt like I was barely getting by, and I always worried how I was going to make ends meet. And this led to so much anxiety. It led to mental and physical health problems in my life. And so I decided to do something about it. And that's when I started my mindfulness journey. It was really to figure out what I could do for myself. How can I find relief? See, I got offered medicines. I got offered to go down the medical road to free myself of anxiety. I was diagnosed with anxiety and was offered a prescription, many different prescriptions that I could take to relieve myself of anxiety. I didn't want to go down that road. I wanted to go down a healthier, more natural way. So I dove into the world of mindfulness to see if I could figure out how to transform that anxiety, if I could find out a way to release that anxiety, to relieve myself of that stress and that burden and that weight that I was carrying without having to take medicine, without having to take a prescription drug. I was on to something. And so I went down that road and I found my way. And today I'm going to introduce you to my step-by-step process, my step-by-step guide of how I now live a life where anxiety doesn't hold me down. It doesn't weigh me down like it used to. I used to live my life with so much anxiety. It would really affect me during the day. It would really hold me back and would keep me from getting things done. It would keep me from focusing, and it would really add so much stress to my life. So what do I do now that has transformed that? Well, the first thing that I do is I wake up every morning, and before I do anything else, before I check my phone, before I check notifications, social media, email, anything, I start with a meditation. Now that's an important part. So a lot of people try to get into meditation and they try and fit it somewhere in their day. And I'm here to tell you the first step, if you want to relieve yourself of anxiety, is to start your day off with mindfulness. Now, why is that so important? Because it helps you get ahead of the anxiety. It's being preventive that the anxiety is going to come some point during the day, and instead of waiting until you feel that anxiety and then trying to find the strength to go then do a meditation to do something about it that can help you relieve the anxiety when you're already feeling it, can be very difficult. The easier thing is to do that before you even start your day. You're getting ahead of it and you're finding that anxiety relief before anything else. Now, checking your phone for notifications, for emails, for checking social media, all those things really add to anxiousness. It really adds to the anxiety that you could feel through the day. It makes you feel like you're already behind and you're trying to play catch up. And that's a big part of anxiety, is that feeling that you're behind and you need to catch up. And so start your day off with a mindfulness meditation. Now, I like to do breath work. It's my practice. It's a way to get the benefits of an hour-long meditation in a 20-minute practice. So I start my day off with that. Now, the next thing I do is I hold off on caffeine. I try and eliminate caffeine from my life. As you can see, I have an herbal tea with me here today. I have my caffeine at times throughout the day, throughout the week. It's not an everyday thing like it used to be. I really stepped my caffeine usage back a little bit because of the realization of how much it was just creating some more anxiety for me. Now, in the moment, it feels great. I drink my caffeine and I feel great. I feel it helps me focus sometimes, and it can help me get more done. And the thing is that throughout the day, I feel more dependent on it. I want more of it. I have a hard time sleeping at night. I wake up the next day and I don't feel as good. I feel behind a little bit more. I feel more need for caffeine. And that becomes that addictive cycle that I fell into, and I see so many people fall into, that struggle with anxiety. And so step 2 is to reduce the caffeine usage. Step 3 is going to be reduce screen time throughout the day. Now, this is something that's difficult for me because I work on my computer. This is how I make my living. However, I don't spend all day on there, and so I take breaks. throughout the day. I take breaks to step away. I like to use what's called the Pomodoro method for working. And this is where I spend 45 minutes of good focused time on the screen. I set an alarm or a timer, or I have also binaural beats that are specifically timed for 45 minutes. When that song is over, when that sound journey is over, I stop, I take my headphones off, I step away from the screen, I stretch, I make myself some tea, I get away from it to take a break. And that's been a big important part of me finding relief from anxiety, is being able to take those breaks throughout the day. Now, the step number 4 is going to be reducing the snacks. Now, this was big for me. This still is big for me. I've got to really watch myself when I snack. That's because anxiety is already showing up. And it's really what I eat, what I put into my body has a big impact on how I feel. Recognizing that. So when I turn to the salty snacks, when I turn to the sugary snacks, that's not going to help. It may help relieve that, what I'm feeling in the moment. Throughout the day, it's going to actually add to my anxiety. So I watch the snacks, I watch what I eat throughout the day, not just the snacks, also what I'm eating, what I'm putting into my body, watching the sugary drinks, watching everything that I put into my body, knowing that it could be adding to my anxiety. And the last part that I'm going to introduce you to in this step-by-step guide is the nighttime routine, which is big for me. Now, before going to bed, I want to stay away from screens for at least about 30 minutes. That's about the minimum, so that my mind can start to unwind and disconnect to get myself ready for bed. Now, having a nighttime routine where I drink some tea, I journal, I'll go through my waves of gratitude journaling, which is a big thing that helps me sleep at night. Whatever I can do to help myself get better sleep at night, that's going to be a big part. That's going to be the next step in this. Get better sleep. Because if you sleep better, you're going to wake up feeling more refreshed. You're not going to feel the need for the caffeine. You're going to feel more mental clarity in your life. And it's going to help you to feel that freedom from anxiety, to feel free of it, to not feel that anxiety coming on, to relieve stress if you get rest at night. And my teacher always says, become a master of relaxation if you want to really level up. And that's what I've really worked on, is helping myself unwind at the end of the night, read, journal, make some tea, spend some time with my family, with my loved ones, and that helps me prepare to go into bed and to sleep. I also like to use a sleep journey, a sound journey that's specifically designed to help me fall asleep. So that'll help me a little bit at night as well. If you like something like that, I'm going to put one of those up here. I've got some on my channel if you want to try it out. For now, that's going to be my steps to living anxiety free. So go back to this video when you need to remind yourself the things that you can do to take charge of your life, that you don't need medicine, you don't need pharmaceuticals, you don't need a prescription drug to find relief from anxiety. You can take control of your own life if you start your day off with that breath work, with that meditation, with some sort of mindfulness practice. I also like to include journaling in that to get my mind set before I check any notifications. That's going to kick the day off, and that's the most important step of this process. Second most important step is going to be getting that good sleep. So I bookmarked it. The first step that I introduced you to and the last step I introduced you to, those are the real key points in this step-by-step process to helping you find relief from anxiety. So if you like that, give it a thumbs up if you like this video. And if you want more of this, subscribe to the channel. We've got much more where this came from. You can find many more videos, especially in the realm of anxiety and mental health. I got a lot of information for you on here. So hope to see you back soon, and thanks for checking out the video.